Alyn and Addam of Hull play pivotal roles in House of the Dragon's War, with secrets yet to unfold about their true parentage. House of the Dragon Season 2 introduces new characters, adding complications to the Targaryen, Valyrian, and Hightower families' conflicts. Addam becomes a dragon rider, while Alyn becomes Corlys Valyrian's successor, leading to significant developments in the ongoing war. Alyn and Addam of Hull have been introduced in House of the Dragon Season 2 premiere, with the sailors having an important role in the ongoing war and Westerosi history. The second season of HBO's adaptation of George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood opened with Lord Corlys Velaryon thanking the sailor who saved his life. However, the importance of Alyn and his brother to Lord Corlys was much bigger than originally seemed. Alyn and Addam's connection to the sea snake ties directly into the Dance of the Dragons, particularly after Rhaenyra starts to look for more dragon riders. As House of the Dragon Season 2's episodes plunge further into the depths of war between the Greens and Blacks, plenty of new characters are being introduced to add more complications to the Targaryen, Valyrian, and Hightower families' conflicts. Two of the most important new characters in House of the Dragon Season 2 are Alyn, Abubakar Salam, and Addam of Hull, Clinton Liberty, whose roles will continue to grow in significance as the travesties of war take their toll. While HBO's show will see some changes to Alyn and Addam's depictions in the Fire and Blood book, their developments and backstories are no less important. Addam and Alyn of Hull's backstory. According to Fire and Blood, Addam and Alyn are bastard brothers who hail from the small town of Hull in Driftmark, the seat of House of the Dragon's noble House Valyrian. Their mother is a trader from Hull named Marilda, also nicknamed Mouse, the daughter of a shipwright. Growing up, Addam and Alyn's mother refused to name the identity of their father, though their silver hair gave way to plenty of speculation regarding their parentage. Still, it wasn't until the time when Prince Jacaerys Velaryon called for Targaryen and Valyrian bastards to attempt to claim dragons in the sowing of the seeds that their parentage would be revealed. The backstories of Addam and Alyn are slightly different in House of the Dragon. Rather than working on their mother's cog, the brothers have been working under Lord Corlys Velaryon on his ships, and seemingly fighting alongside him in the battles in the Stepstones from House of the Dragon Season 1. Additionally, the HBO show has made a significant change to the rumors surrounding their parentage, and later confirms something that the book never did. In George R.R. Martin's book, Marilda claims that Alyn and Addam of Hull were fathered by Sir Laenor Velaryon. However, given Laenor's sexuality and the fact that his fathering of Rhaenyra's sons was already widely doubted, this claim was taken with plenty of skepticism. Rather, though the official story was that Laenor Velaryon was their father, which was more difficult to disprove given his presumed death in the novel. It was widely speculated that Addam and Alyn were actually sired by Laenor's father, Lord Corlys Velaryon. Corlys Velaryon is the father of Alyn and Addam. House of the Dragon Season 2 makes it clear that Corlys Velaryon is Addam and Alyn's father. For one, the idea that Alyn and Addam could be Laenor's sons is ridiculous, given they seem to be about the same age as him. Fire and Blood situated Addam and Alyn as being around the same age as Rhaenyra Targaryen's children and Daemon's daughters, so the rumors about Laenor being their father had a bit more credibility. But in House of the Dragon, it wouldn't be surprising if Alyn was older than Laenor. Addam and Alyn's backstory has come to light as being the products of some sort of affair Corlys had while fixing his ships and docking between his sea adventures. Corlys likely kept his connection to Alyn and Addam, a secret to avoid having Rhaenys learn of his infidelities. Still, once Rhaenys ran into Alyn, she was sure he was Corlys' son, and even said that Alyn's mother must have been beautiful. Given Alyn makes a comment to Corlys about the tragedy of the demise of his heir, House of the Dragon is setting up Alyn and Addam's future with House Balerion's succession. Interestingly, both Addam and Alyn are fully aware that the sea snake is their father. Corlys is also sure of it, but none of them ever brings it up. Addam, who in the show is younger than Alyn instead of the other way around like in the book, believes they should come forward and be acknowledged by Corlys. Alyn, on the other hand, believes that Lord Corlys would rather lose everything than acknowledge his bastards and give Driftmark to one of them. This is a new dynamic between the brothers and their father that is not in Fire and Blood. How Addam of Hull bonds with Seasmoke, Laenor Valerion's dragon. In Fire and Blood, Seasmoke was left without a rider after the death of Laenor Valerion, shortly after the birth of Rhaenyra's third child. By the time the Targaryen Civil War had become a truce dance of dragons fought in the skies, Seasmoke was one of the beasts available in Dragonstone for a new dragon rider to claim it. As a Valerion bastard, Addam carries the same Valyrian blood as Laenor and was a logical choice to try to claim a dragon. In the show, however, it's almost as if Seasmoke claimed Addam, and not the other way around. House of the Dragon risked writing itself into a corner by changing Laenor's fate from Fire and Blood. The show established that Rhaenyra and Daemon helped Laenor fake his death. The arrangement allowed Rhaenyra and Daemon to get married, whereas Laenor got to flee to Essos. The problem is that the bond between a dragon and their rider should only end after the rider dies. It appears that in House of the Dragon, Seasmoke lost his connection with Laenor after the latter disappeared for too long. The fact that Addam is Laenor's half-brother likely played a role in Seasmoke's choice. What happens to Addam of Hull? Addam of Hull has one of the most exciting House of the Dragon storylines based on what happens in Fire and Blood. Firstly, Addam claims Laenor Valerion's dragon Seasmoke. While Addam doesn't have a direct Targaryen parent, he gets to claim Seasmoke now that the beast without a rider. As House of the Dragon Season 1 revealed, Laenor fled to Essos while faking his death in Westeros. Addam becomes a huge asset for Rhaenyra's side in the war, and remains loyal to her until the very end despite her insecurities regarding the dragon seeds following two major betrayals. After joining Rhaenyra's forces as Seasmoke's rider, Fire and Blood reveals that Lord Corlys petitions for Addam and Alyn to be made legitimate Valerians. Rhaenyra accepts Corlys' wishes, and Addam becomes Corlys Valerion's heir to Driftmark given Lucerys' death. As Jacaerys is already the heir to the Iron Throne and Joffrey, the heir to Dragonstone. However, it seems as if Alyn may be older than Addam in House of the Dragon, which means the former may be named Corlys' heir instead. At Tumbleton, Addam and Seasmoke are tragically killed by the riderless Vermithor and Tessarion during a battle at night. Addam continues to ride Seasmoke into many of House of the Dragon's battles, including the Battle of the Gullet, the Fall of King's Landing, and the Second Battle of Tumbleton. After two other dragon seeds, Targaryen or Valerian bastards who claimed dragons for Rhaenyra's party betray the queen, Addam attempts to prove his loyalty by flying to the Second Battle of Tumbleton and defeating the Greens. Sadly, as is the case with many of the characters in the war, Addam Valerion dies in battle during the Dance of the Dragons. At Tumbleton, Addam and Seasmoke are tragically killed by the riderless Vermithor and Tessarion during a battle at night. While Addam didn't survive the fight, his efforts led to a retreat by the Greens' forces, giving Rhaenyra's side an essential win towards the Dance of the Dragons ending. Following Addam's death, his brother Alyn would honor him by celebrating his loyalty, which he died proving. While Addam becomes a dragon rider in House of the Dragon, this isn't the case for his brother Alyn. In the book, Alyn attempts to claim the dragon sheep stealer but is unsuccessful and scarred by his burns, though it's unclear whether House of the Dragon will include this event for Alyn. Following Addam's death, Alyn is made heir to Driftmark and helps command House Valerian's fleet with Corlys, ultimately transporting Aegon the Targaryen back to King's Landing when terms are struck after the death of Rhaenyra Targaryen. When both Rhaenyra and Aegon the Targaryen die, Alyn sieges Dragonstone and reclaims it from the deceased king's men, restoring it to the control of the new king Aegon I Targaryen, Rhaenyra's eldest surviving son. Fire and Blood reveals that Alyn becomes Lord of the Tides after Lord Corlys Velaryon dies of old age, with Alyn marrying Bella Targaryen soon after to avoid her undesirable political marriage to another. After Bella and Alyn Oakenfist have a daughter, the ruler of Driftmark takes up his father's navigational and battle skills and is sent to deal with uprisings, conquests, and various voyages for the crown. Alyn's future becomes a mystery about 40 years after House of the Dragon's War, as he goes missing at sea and is never found. While House of the Dragon's timeline isn't expected to reach this point in Alyn Velaryon's life, George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood book reveals that Alyn falls in love with Princess Aelena Targaryen, the daughter of King Aegon the Targaryen, despite being married to Bella. Helena and Alyn have two bastard children named John and Jane Waters, the former of whom has their family name changed to Longwaters, which is still around during Game of Thrones. Alyn's future becomes a mystery.